In Nasarawa, we were served by the ruling party or ruling government a good shot. You will not believe it that we did not get the final permit for the landing of the helicopters of our principals. The venues, I sent 22-member, advance team, but for 48 hours they could not do anything because we could not even get permit among the 3 or 4 various venues we have chosen. The government was not available to give us permit, but for the intervention of some very high-level royal people, in Lafia, that rally will not have held.
Yes, my people, as it dey hot, it don't happen. Secret don't fall out. And also we do campaign for Nasarawa State of recent, and we can't discover say people not to come outside on that very good day. And secret don't fall out. The reasons why people not come outside on that very good day, they don't bring the secret come outside, and I go plan for now. And this one join one of the reasons why I talk say any video I post for Peter Obi, make una dey share am, make una dey comment, and make una allow this video go viral. Because it come like say na only online, like these people no fit disturb us. Because each state where they go now, we can discover to know say they not dey grant Peter Obi privilege or access to use many things for that state. When I watch am, as they watch am finish, please don't forget to share this video. And I will come back for the ending. I'll also talk my own opinion when I watch am.
In Nasarawa, we were served by the ruling party or ruling government a good shot. You will not believe it that we did not get the final permit for the landing of the helicopters of our principals until the morning, that Saturday morning, of the rally. That's one. Number 2, the venues, I sent 22-member, advance team, but for 48 hours they could not do anything because we could not even get permit among the 3 or 4 various venues we have chosen. The government was not available to give us permit, but for the intervention of some very high-level royal people, in Lafia, that rally will not have held. Then the master blow that they dealt us with was in Nasarawa. For the past 7 or 8 years, nobody has ever heard of environmental sanitation. But government from nowhere on Thursday declared that Saturday an environmental sanitation day, declared a curfew the night before on Friday. I hope you understand. Mm-hmm. And that nobody can move until 10 a.m. on Saturday. So it was impossible. The people you saw there were the people we managed and struggled, and our support groups, brought together from Lafia and environment alone. 90% of our supporters all over the state could not get access. They could not even come. Because, some people are living 3 hours away, some 2 hours away, they will not be able to leave their places until 10. And on Friday, they were not, they could not go out in the evening. Mm. So all those things happened, but we give glory to God. Mm. It's a beginning. It's okay. We're fine.
Somehow, you're alleging that the All Progressives Congress.
I'm not alleging. I'm making a statement of fact.
I know.
You can check it. No, you can check it. There were, they actually announced an environmental sanitation that Saturday. That has not happened for 7 years in Nasarawa. Never.
Mm. Okay, so what you're saying is that there was an unlevel playing field already created.
There was not just unlevel playing field, unlevel hostile playing field. Mm. It was unlevel, it was slippery, and it was hostile.
Do you see this happening in many other states?
No, it will happen. There are states where we cannot put posters. We cannot pay for signage. We can,
You're already beginning to experience that.
Of course, that's a fact. I don't want to talk, on the set here.
Why not?
Mentioning names. No, but because we may eventually resolve them. I'm a mature person, because we will go behind and say, look, gentlemen, we can't do this to ourselves. But it's happening, as I'm telling you. Even I got a report last week that some of our ward meetings, are being people are being chased away and prevented from holding ward meetings in some states. So, but we cannot. We're not going to complain. We're going to find a way to do it. We are coming with a revolution. We are coming with a movement. We are coming with a tsunami that nobody has seen in Nigeria before. All these petty shenanigans cannot stop us. You can't stop, a movement. You can't stop, something that its time has come. An obedient movement, an obedient presidency is an, inevitable eventuality that Nigeria must come to terms with. You can't stop it.
Do you think that there will be what happened on Saturday, do you think it has the potential to dampen the spirits of your supporters?
No, because they are aware of what has happened. They know what we are and what we are capable of doing.
Are they really aware? Because we spoke to a number of them after that event.
They were not immediately aware.
Yeah, a number of them said, oh, it's because we refused to buy supporters. That's why people did not show up.
No, it's not true. It's not true. We didn't buy supporters for the fact. And I want to give kudos to those support groups who on Friday night, haven't seen the problem of mobilization, went all over the place to get their people to come out on Saturday. And, especially those the members of the party and, the local organizing committee members and our own people. It was, let me tell you, Marco, it was a nightmare. I was here in Abuja, and by Friday, 3 p.m., there has not been a certificate or an approval of a venue, Marco, on Friday. I was sweating here.
Do you think that, because a number of governors now have announced that they will not be allowing political parties use schools as part of the venues for political campaigns?
Yeah, okay, fine. But
do you think that is, yeah?
And, you can't use schools, you can't use stadium, you can't use other, local government facilities. Excuse me, what do you use? It's not that politics has just come to Nigeria yesterday. We have been in this game for long. And there are even traditional places that people normally, like Makpo Hall, for instance. All of a sudden, if the governor of your state says that nobody can campaign in Makpo Hall, it's unthinkable. We must learn to tolerate one another and recognize our differences, but in spite of it all, allow democracy to thrive.
In fairness, to the very first question which we asked earlier about Afenifere and, this issue of, rotation and, rotating the presidency amongst the different geopolitical zones. In fairness to your candidate, he continues to insist that, ethnicity should not be the basis upon which, people consider him. He believes that it should be strictly by merit. Do you think that we're really at a place where we can shun sentiments such as rotation and ethnicity in our politics?
Unfortunately, no. Marco, I will not lie to you. I have talked to my peers, people that I went to school with, people, giants of industry, who are Yoruba people. And they tell me, you're the only one who can do what you're doing. As for me, I don't care. Bola Tinubu could be anything, but I'm going to back him all the way because he's a Yoruba man. Fair and square. They tell me that. It's not based on competence, it's not based on integrity, it's not based on anything. But, and we're not fighting. They tell me openly that, this is what we are going to do. Do you understand? And they are rational people, very intelligent people, very successful people. They're not taking, some of them, they will not even pass the front gate of Bola Tinubu. But they're saying, he's a Yoruba man, I am going to back him all the way. Let me tell you, on this set, whether you like it or not, I know that people are going to vilify me for this, but I will always say the truth. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria, in recent history of Nigeria, that a presidential candidate will come from Igbo land, a presidential candidate will come from Yoruba land, a presidential candidate will come from the northern Fulani, excuse me, and you think ethnicity will not play a role in this thing? He must be kidding me. This election, we're praying for the opposite. For Labour Party, we are selling a candidate that is beyond ethnicity, is beyond religion, is beyond any parochial consideration. Put it down anyhow you like it. But Peter Obi towers far, far ahead. Is it education? Is it educational background, qualification, experience, knowledge, personal integrity? The issue about this, I was showing you some draft of our manifesto just outside there. All right? Like Peter Obi says, manifestos don't mean much. The current administration had a manifesto. Number one on their manifesto was restructuring. 8 years down the line, has anybody done anything about restructuring? No. So manifestos, or this 2023 election, if Nigerians want to do right for themselves, it has to be who among these people can you trust? Who among these people does his or her background, make you to feel that you can trust him? You know, it's going to be based on trust, on character, you know, on integrity. It's not on words of mouth. It's not on ethnicity. It's not on religion. I mean, Bola Tinubu has APC has a Muslim ticket. I mean, there was a time here we had MK Abiola and Baba Gana Kingibe. Both of them were loved by Nigerians. So, you know, Nigerians have not changed from that time to this time. So it's not a question of Muslim ticket. It's not a question of Igbo person. It's a question of, there are two questions. Who of these three lots or four can do best for this country? Obi. Who can we trust more or most? Obi. Who has integrity in his background? You know, we must be honest. And if we are not honest, we will reap whatever we sow.
Una don't watch them abi. Una don't say all these people, they get strategy. And that strategy is not reach our own. Hey, I laugh at that strategy. Okay, they do it now, say, they're not going to give us primary school to campaign. They're not going to give us stadium to campaign. And they're not going to allow us use billboard or use roadside banner because say, and they in power. But our God is not going to shame us. And I will give you now our own strategy we go use to follow these people. The strategy be say, since that they thought so that they get each state, but not be they get online. This online, we go use and take campaign for Peter Obi. We go use and take do our own billboard. We go use and take do our own primary school. Yeah, this online, so any video you see for Peter Obi, by sharing it, he pass a billboard. By sharing it, he pass primary school. By sharing it, he pass where helicopter go land put. So let's make use of this online. Make you use it where anything about Peter Obi who you see for online saying they promote the man, share it.